A very good afternoon and welcome to the class. In this class, you will learn how to understand a conversation, how to make a conversation, and how to write a conversation. But first, what did you learn in the last class? In the last class, you understood what is meant by exclamatory sentences. Do you remember? What are exclamatory sentences? For what do we use them? Exclamatory sentences are used to express strong feelings, with force and with power. An exclamatory sentence ends with an exclamation mark. Let's revise exclamatory sentences before we move on to the next topic. There is a small exercise for you. I will display a picture and give you a word. Use that word in exclamatory sentences to describe the picture. First example, look at this picture. You see a girl. What is the girl holding? She has a puppy in her hands. Isn't the puppy very cute? Now, using the word cute, we will make exclamatory sentences to describe the puppy. Okay? Let's see. How cute the puppy is. What a cute puppy. So we used two words, how and what, to make exclamatory sentences about the puppy. Simple. There is another way to say this. What a cute puppy it is. Okay? How cute the puppy is. What a cute puppy. Now look at this picture. What did the boy do? He pushed a big stone. He's a very strong boy, isn't he? Now we'll use the word strong. To make exclamatory sentences about the boy. You should try this one. Use how and what. We can say, how strong the boy is. We can also say, what a strong boy. How strong the boy is. What a strong boy. The next picture. There is a girl in a school uniform. What is she carrying? Yes, a school bag. Observe carefully. Don't you see that her shoulders are bent when the bag is heavy? So we'll use the word heavy to make exclamatory sentences about the bag. Now write the two sentences. Very good. The first sentence, how heavy the bag is. Then, what a heavy bag. Let's take a look at this picture. What is the girl holding in this picture? First rank. What does that tell us about the girl? She is very clever. So we'll use the word clever to make exclamatory sentences about the girl. Use how and what. Let's see the answers. What a clever girl she is, or what an intelligent girl she is. How clever she is, or how intelligent she is. Look at this building. It's very tall. Tall. Use tall in exclamatory sentences to describe the building. How tall it is. What a tall building. I told you there is a tone in which you have to say it. We can't say it in a flat tone. It has to be expressive. So how tall it is. What a tall building. Now look at this picture. What do you see here? Yes, a patient in a hospital. What has happened to him? Accident maybe. So what do you see? His arm and his leg are broken. They are in bandages. How do we feel when we see such things? Very sad. So we'll use sad. In exclamatory sentences to describe the situation. How sad, or what a sad situation. Now look at this picture. There is a man in front of an office building. Let's look at the board more closely. No vacancy. He wanted a job, but he saw a board that said no vacancy. So he is disappointed. Disappointed. It means sad. When we don't get something that we want, we are disappointed. So we will use the word disappointed in exclamatory sentences to describe this situation. What a sad situation. How sad. We can say how disappointed he is. What a disappointing situation. How disappointed he is. What a disappointing situation. Now in this picture, the man is beating the donkey. So he is very unkind. Unkind, someone who is not kind. So let's try exclamatory sentences using unkind to describe the man. How unkind he is. How unkind he is, and what an unkind man he is. Okay, Are you following? Now look at this picture. There is a girl. She is reading a book. Let's say that the book is a novel. She looks very involved, no? That means that the book is very interesting. So let's use interesting. Use the word interesting in exclamatory sentences to describe the novel. Novel. Let's see. What an interesting novel it is. How interesting it is. What an interesting novel it is. How interesting it is. Now, this man has a very long beard. So we'll use long to describe the beard. What a long beard. How long the beard is. Look at this picture. The sun is shining very brightly. There are people carrying umbrellas. Okay, all these women are carrying umbrellas, and there is a boy wearing a very big hat. So what kind of a day is this? It's very hot. So we'll use the word hot to describe the day in exclamatory sentences. What a hot day. What a hot day. How hot it is. Okay, we say this very often. How hot it is. Okay, now we have revised exclamatory sentences. Let's move on to the next topic, that is how to write a conversation, how to understand a conversation. To write a conversation, we need, let's see, speakers. We need speakers in a conversation. Speakers, those who speak. We need a listener or listeners. It could be one person or more than one person. Speakers, a listener or listeners, then a situation or situations. It could be a school situation, it could be an office situation, it could be a situation in a hospital. Finally, we need a purpose or purposes. We need a purpose to speak, to have a conversation. So what do we need? Speakers, a listener or listeners, a situation or situations, a purpose or purposes. Okay, if we have these four things, we can have a conversation. Now, begin a conversation with expressions of greeting. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So when you greet your teacher, or we say good morning or good afternoon or good evening. I don't think you say good morning. So we say hello, hi to friends and relatives, cousins, friends and relatives. Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening with teachers, elders. Hello, hi, friendly. So with friends, cousins, relatives. Now let's listen to this conversation. It is between Hemant and his teacher. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Hemant. I have a request, sir. Tell me. Sir, I want leave for 2 days. What for? My sister's marriage is fixed. Granted. Thank you. Let's go back to that conversation. What did Hemant say when he saw his teacher? Good morning, sir. Okay, that is a respectful way of greeting someone because it is his teacher. Good morning, Hemant. I have a request, sir. So he wants leave. It's a polite way of beginning a request. Tell me. He said, sir, I want leave for 2 days. What for? Why? It's another way of saying why. For what? My sister's marriage is fixed. Granted, I will give you the permission to take leave. Thank you. Okay, now let's see another conversation. This is between two friends, Sudha and Bharati. I want you to observe this conversation and how it is different from the earlier conversation. Okay, because it is between friends. It's a different situation. Hi, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. How are you preparing for the examination? Working hard. Good. I have to go home early. Can I leave? By all means. Bye. Bye. Now, let's look at this conversation carefully. What did Sudha say? Hi, how are you? Because Bharati is her friend. So friendly greeting. I'm fine, thank you. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. How are you preparing for the examination? This situation is about an examination. Working hard. Working hard. Observe this. Working hard. Good. I have to go home early. Can I leave? By all means. Bye. Bye. The next situation is in a bank and it is between two strangers. Let's see. Excuse me, could you lend me your pen? Sorry, I don't have a pen. It's all right. I'll get it from someone. Okay. Now, when you talk to strangers, you have to be polite. So what did this man say? Excuse me. Excuse me, to draw the attention of the stranger in a polite way. And could you lend me your pen? Could you lend me your pen? You have to be polite. Sorry, I don't have a pen. It's all right. I'll get it from someone. Okay. So this is a situation between strangers. Now let's observe a conversation over the telephone. Hello, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. When are you coming here? Next Sunday. I hope you're free on that day. You're free, aren't you? Absolutely free. We'll visit the zoo when you're here. Okay, bye. Take care. Bye. Now, over the telephone, hello. Hello, how are you? So they are very friendly. I'm fine, thank you. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. When are you coming here? So first she asks him, when are you coming here? So he says, next Sunday. I am coming next Sunday. Next Sunday. That's enough. Next Sunday. This Monday. I hope you're free on that day, aren't you? So he's confirming whether she's free. You'll be free on Sunday, no? Because they are making plans. Absolutely free. It's a very short phrase. It's not a complete sentence. Absolutely free. We'll visit the zoo when you're here. Okay, he agreed to the plan. Bye. Take care. Take care, we can say it to friends when we end the conversation. Bye. Okay? Now, we have seen so many conversations. We saw a conversation between a student and a teacher, and we saw a conversation between strangers. It was a formal situation, and we saw two conversations between friends. One conversation over the telephone. It was very friendly. So in these conversations, how do we write a conversation? Look at your screen. What does it say? Short forms. I am, your, I've, it's, etc. So we use short forms when we write conversations. Let's see. How are you? So when we talk, I am becomes I am. You are becomes your. So I am a student, I am a student. You are a student, you're a student. Okay? And it is becomes it's hot today. Okay? So when you write a conversation also, you have to use short forms. Use short forms. So I am, you are, your, it is becomes it's. Then we use words, we use phrases instead of complete sentences. We saw a few examples. What for? Why? What for? Granted. Granted. Next Sunday. Next Sunday. It's not a complete sentence. Okay? And then, do you remember? Working hard. Absolutely free. Now, there is a small activity for you. Fill in the blanks with the correct expressions, choosing from those given. You have to choose. The expressions are, how are you? Fine, thank you. I am, and good morning. I'll read the conversation out once. Sagar. Hello. Dash. I'm Sagar. How are you? They are strangers. With strangers you have to be polite. So, hello, good morning, I am Sagar. How are you? Chandru, dash, Chandru, I am fine, dash. So, Chandru says, I am Chandru, I am fine, how are you? Sagar, I am fine too, dash. Thank you. Okay? Sagar, hello, good morning, I am Sagar, how are you? Chandru, I am Chandru, I am fine, how are you? Sagar, I am fine too, thank you. You completed a conversation. I am sure you can write a conversation on your own too. Nice, thank you, excuse me, myself, luggage, glad, heavy. Passenger 1. It is a conversation between passengers. Okay? Passenger 1. Dash, can I sit here? When you have to be polite to a stranger, draw the attention of the stranger. Excellent. Excuse me, can I sit here? Passenger 2. By all means. Passenger 1. Thank you. Is it your luggage? Yes. Is it your luggage? Passenger 2. Yes. It's not dash. I can carry it dash. And passenger 2 is saying, it's not dash. It's not heavy. I can carry it myself. I can carry it myself. It's not heavy. Passenger 1. Dash to meet you. When we meet someone for the first time, conversation ends. What do we say? We say, glad to meet you. And passenger 2 says, yes, nice talking to you. Nice talking to you, glad to meet you. Let's move on to the last activity, that is a short paragraph about yourself. Now look at this table. There is a lot of information. Your name, what you are, school you are studying in, class you are in, your class teacher's name, languages you learn in school, languages you speak at home, other subjects you learn. Your name, I am Guru. What you are, I am a student. School you are studying in, I am studying in GHPS Mandya. Class you are in, I am in 6th standard. Your class teacher, my class teacher is Mrs. Anu. Languages you learn in school, I learned Kannada, Hindi and English in the school. Languages you speak at home, I speak Kannada at home. Other subjects you learn, I learn mathematics, science and social science. Okay, we will make a paragraph introducing ourselves. Look at the paragraph. I am Guru, I am a student, I am studying in GHPS Mandya. I am in 6th standard. My class teacher is Mrs. Anu. I learned Kannada, Hindi and English in the school. I speak Kannada at home. I learn mathematics, Science and Social Science. The school works from 10 to 4. Fill in your details and write a paragraph about yourself. So what did we learn in this class? First, we revised exclamatory sentences. Then we learned how to write a conversation, and finally how to write a short paragraph about ourselves. I hope you enjoyed the class. See you next week.